My people, another one don't happen again. Oh, my people, as ritualists confess to that the freeze. The worst have happened. Make una come see wetin dey happen for inside Abule, my correct ogbongelistic people. Make una come see wetin dey happen for inside Abule. Area don taba, my people, everywhere don catch fire, my correct ogbongelistic people. Wetin happen now, I wan let una know how this man take confess or take, I will call am confess, or how that the free say interview S. May I call am ritualist or waiting, my people. This guy wey una wan watch so, in confined in that he freeze and release how this ritualist really dey happen for inside Nigeria. He said they are real, my people. He said this ritualist of 18 are real. Because the race where small children can't run enter inside, my people. Now that one I come back for, and now that one I can chocalize and for inside the whole matter. So now make he want quickly deliberate on the matter. He want let people know how he take they play watching the sup for inside Abule, my correct people. Make una come hear how this racial money really they play for inside Nigeria. Because the race where all these small pikin, then we are from 14, 15, where they say they want to do Yahoo, but they don't need the plus. This guy can reveal a lot of secrets. When Nigeria government they talk about Nollywood movie industry, say now then they lure all these small pikin put for this money ritual. Nollywood movie industry no you're near this ritual at all. Make una sit down. Make una come listen. Make una put in a ear down. Make una come listen to wetin dey happen. This guy confined in that the free say when he dey inside Nigeria, for inside this big estate that they say human P. Say that they say human P for inside all those banana estates. Those banana estates for there. Say na there he dey, my people. He say he get what he want do when he finish school. He dey 15 years when he come up for Akwa Ibom. As he come up for Akwa Ibom, he can go Lagos. He say for Akwa Ibom, pikin wey they just new get the belly for 1 week, they go tell you say that pikin na wish me you come out. He say he don't know how that place had the Calabar the fortune at all. That one another story for another day. He says so for this very one way in the talk, so he can come out, he can enter Lagos. They be one go carry white thing. He say as they want go carry that white thing, they come say me they go one native daughter house. May the native daughter give them power where they go take enter. Say they go dey successful for the business where they go, my people. He say as they go there, not be as you see you. He say na another thing they come see. He say for inside Lekki, for there, for banana anywhere for that big whether na central for Nigeria, for Lagos there. Say na DNA for the said that human P. My correct people, make una come see wetin dey happen for inside Abule. My correct ogbongelistic people. Now wetin happen? Now I come say make I let una know. He said the native doctor come tell am say me they go bring a finger of a tire and Kehinde. Audio work can come. My people. He said since that time come reach now, instead they get nightmare. He said sometimes he they blame all these girls where they friend all these Yahoo boys. He they blame them. Una go just see blink. Una go just like him. Una go just see blink money. Una go just like him. He say it's no good. You understand? He say it's no good at all. The way una take see that blink, una supposed to know say all is not well. Because it's not all that glitter that are good. He said, but people will not know. people will not know all wetin they just want na all wetin they just want na what as I want to talk am na guy wey dey try na guy wey dey use champagne take dey wash am for club na it they just need. He say na wetin be their problem be that one. He say wetin be their problem be that one. They just need that person wey they try wey they use champagne take dey wash hand for party. Say finish. Apart from that one, they know they follow any person again. Person wey poor say for that Nigerian lie they can never follow you. If you poor like a church rat, say they no go date you. Why it be like that, my people? Why it be like that? This guy confession, it shocked me. He say he go fit talk because in the US now say he know they scared. Say the man come dey ask and say I beg. Tell me where he dey for here. He say he go release some things, but he no go release some. He say because he dey very, very shocking. I correct Ogbongelistic people. Not be hard. What you na dey see for here, so na big something. I shock. I say I shock when I hear the matter. I come say Jesus. Jesus. He say people they run kitty kata kata. He say they are real. It's out of the 3 people where they gotta go that native doctor place for inside Lekki phase 2 abi phase 1 for there. He say one don't blow. He say but you no go make sure him name. Say one don't blow. Say the other one they can't quit before he can enter US. He say hard work money it better pass this Yahoozy. Everybody want your quick make am within 6 months. Nigeria children. He say it no good at all making it in 6 months. Say na blood money. He say I no even care about the requirements, about the affection. Wetin you want affect? Wetin you not supposed to bring? When you go bring? When they come tell you say your mama or your sister or your girlfriend or all fair girls now you go the friend. The one where you feel married and black girl. The day where you go sleep with a fair person, the person your money go vanish. You come back to square one. It gets some way they go even do. They go use animal take do one because of say their wife they jealous say their husband. Say they stand for their husband at the end of it. Their husband can't carry money, can't take go they do what they call them can't carry money, can't take they do what they call this something maybe the girlfriend for outside, get side chicken for outside. At the end of the story, they will converse, they will come go put their period pad for inside that soap where their husband take a bath. Say before you know the woman can't use himself for his husband or can't tell and say now every time now you go to use human pee till they appease the gods. He said now different dimension, and he said no one is free because devil not the give free thing. So people will believe say this ritual is not they exist. Make una come hear from the horse this smart my people. I shocked when I listen to this conversation. When I listen to this interview, the guy say in the US, now in the mileage in life, they go than to get rich quick. Imagine people where they shop igbe for street that day, where they put for inside pole, begin the nyapata and put for mouth. You say all those one because of money. At the end, you are not going to last in 100 years. He say, me people and some parents say I beg. Me could not push you na pikin put for bad thing. He say because your mama tell am say any day come reckon sun come shine. Where if mama go tell am say, say mama tell am say anytime where he take get unclean money, fast money come bring come house. He say mama say he go pursue him. He go just disown him as a son because he no need quick money. This girl when they look for here now, they don't already use, and they say a few people they remain for Lagos and be for Nigeria where they never use. A lot of people they don't use them. A lot. As soon as they see them, so a lot of people. Our guest make una open eye. Now I buy iPhone. Blueberry come for phone. Now no let person hear words. Na iPhone. iPhone Pro. iPhone 13. iPhone 35. iPhone 105. Una want your show up. Una know say all that glitter are not gold. Una guy we don't go wetin they call am Ghana. No be normal person again. And the new method now they say na engagement ring. To engage a girl now. Once the girl don't wear the ring, my people, some mothers make una dey ask una pikin where for the same money where they throw away. Make una dey ask una pikin where they for the same money where they take the build us for now. Make dem dey ask, make una dey ask my people. Mothers, no just dey happy say your pikin just carry money come house, big money. It's not right. Not be good thing at all. Not be good thing. If you keep wait early 20, 22, you don't build house for you. You don't buy the latest car for you. At the end, they jump up. Say, God don't do one for you. My people, it's not done. It is not done, my people. That one a big taboo. The greatest taboo now they tell you so. Now big taboo. All that glitters are not good. Make una dey ask una pikin where they for dey get money. Mothers, I know say country hard, but not be the one where mama will come join pikin, begin the shop ogun owo. You can't tell your first pikin may use the last pikin. They do ogun owo. Very, very bad. We not know where we can't go again for the country. We not know where we dey go again. Wahala everywhere. Nigeria, what is the way? When this guy talk, I shock, I tremble. I say for real. My people, I beg make una help me share this video. If you just dey watch for the very first time, you never subscribe. I beg what you still wait for. Try subscribe and also on your notification bell so that anytime I do upload, you'll be the first to be notified that I just uploaded a new video. By doing so, God bless you. To my new subscribers, you are highly welcome, and to my returnees, may God bless you. My correct Ogbongelistic people. And so we see the matter for today. May I leave when I'm gonna watch the full video, guys?
Yay, Asuko, how are you doing, brethren?
Doing good, thank you.
All right, now you tell me, what's your experience? Have you ever encountered money rituals? Have you involved yourself? Have you done money rituals? Or do you know anybody who has done money rituals successfully?
All right,
not that you heard your mother's friends, uncles, aunties, know somebody.
No. So thank you for having me here today again.
Yeah.
I recall when I graduated from college. I actually left my parents when I was 15 from Akwa Ibom to Lagos. You mentioned my village, Akwa Ibom. You know, those people, I don't know the world they live in. Everybody around them, they are witches. And I'm thinking, including unborn babies. Seriously? So, and this is just like the constant narrative till today. So I left for Akwa Ibom. I left Akwa Ibom for Lagos at the age of 15. So in Lagos, my eye kind of opened a little bit. Life here, you can actually make it without going to the farm. But over there, you have to go to the farm every day before you can leave. But after I survived in Lagos, I went to college in Ekiti, came back. I graduated at 21. I was looking for a job, did NYC. Job was not forthcoming. So there was this option, myself and my friend. And we had an opportunity to carry drugs. This one actually was drugs. And we went to one place in Ibadan. I don't want to call that area for juju. And the juju was meant to carry the drugs. So there were a couple of stuff we were supposed to bring. And they would do the concoction. So that when we carried the drug heading to the plane, nobody would see it. So when I came back, me and Emeka, I look at Emeka. We were three of us. Me, Emeka, and one Yoruba guy. Calabar, Igbo, and Yoruba. We looked at ourselves, say, wait, oh. And one of the things we were supposed to bring was onions and then a human part for twins. I'm not kidding.
A human?
Yes, for twins.
A human part?
Human part, yes. So, and I was like, why human part? It was
head,
like,
leg, tail.
If it's this part for Taiwo, they must have that same part for Kende. So the concept is two humans in one body. So when you put Taiwo inside this thing and leave it outside, when you get inside the plane, you will call the Taiwo to meet you there. That was the concept. So, and I came back, we sat down in Lagos, we're thinking, Daddy Freeze, this one is real gist. I'm not told. As in, I was scared. I looked at my friend looked at me. I said, so what do we go do? He said, let's find the other things first. That was when I first found out that there are places they sell human parts in Lagos. Daddy Freeze, I live in US, so forget that thing. Have you talked out? Just everybody should hear.
Hey! Bling.
So they told us that we went to that place somewhere. No, I don't call that site.
Mention the place. Now Yankee, nobody carry you.
Oh my God!
You feel save somebody's life, you don't know.
So they now told us we got there. In fact, somewhere in Ireland, the island area, they told us, don't worry.
This Turkey where we did.
Daddy Freeze. There's
Bros,
nothing people find for that Lagos. You know, go find. Trust me. I got there. The guy said, don't worry now. That's what we get all the time. So we came back home and we sat down. I told Emeka, my friend, I said, Omo, I'm out. Because first and foremost, my mama don't first cost me. It don't cost me. Say anytime I send her money. That's why I'm surprised in nowadays when kids comes home with money, kids will come home with money. Nobody go ask them, where do you get this thing from? My mama don't first cost me. He said, if I ever put my hands for anything that is bad to make money, cost is my day. You don't put that cost. As in, you don't day flat. So that day we came back, we also don't talk.
We should clap. Everybody, please. Can we please clap hands for our mother?
She don't put cost. She's still alive.
Nigerian mothers can apply the same principle.
She put a cost on
our children will not be looking for parts up and down.
So, this conversation kept going because then we were planning to travel to different countries, work no day. I had HND. I graduated with HND. So, nobody was listening to you when you say you get HND to hire you now, war and all that. But I wasn't giving up. To cut a long story short, I told them I was out. When I looked at the cost implication, the risk involved, I'm knowing that somebody might be killed just to... The money we will take go pay the person when go bring that particular part come. We have to hustle it so that obviously with the work, we'll go find money to go.
How much were they requesting? How much were they requesting?
60,000. 60,000 for this part. 2 of it, yeah. So we were analyzing.
Small finger.
Small finger. That was
from
2004. I can't forget easily. So I'm thinking in my head, what if it's not exactly what they are looking out for? Are they going to go to the graveyards to dog and bring out these things, and they just bring it and tell you, how would you verify it and all that? So personally, as I've always been this strategic thinker, I've always been an analyst. So I'm not surprised I'm working as an analyst today. I said, this thing is not adding up. I told my best friend, Mika, I'm out though. If you tell friend you're out, I say, yeah. So he also told me, if you're out, me, I'm out too. My other friend went ahead. I don't want to talk about that part. Yes. Yes.
Now, what's
So,
the success? You don't need to mention his name. Did he
I
cross-
seriously know it didn't go down as expected, but I don't want to get back down there.
Okay,
that
but
memory.
Was he arrested?
He wasn't arrested. He actually walked. See, even if you get away with something, don't clean your eyes. Even if you get away with something, you won't have peace. Some other events unfolded and all that. I thought I wasn't going to get involved in it. I'm out. Myself and my best friend, my other guy, we were out of it. So, devil will give you something, but he will get something back in returns. So when I look at the journey thus far, since then till date, yes, I went through a lot of phases. Before I got a job finally, it took over 3 years. And from there, before I came for pilot training, and different stuff happened. But at least we didn't make the money small, but we are happy. We can sleep and wake up. So the ritual money thing, in fact, the uneasiness, the thought about it alone that they freeze. I don't feel sleep. When I think of that, those requirements in my head till today, no. I wouldn't advise my enemy to go through it. I talk about Emeka a lot because he's my best friend. He's back in Lagos. He's doing great. So we just kind of support ourselves to make sure we do our things right. So money rituals had always been there. Mostly the older folks were the one getting into it. But now the Yahoo Plus thing is become the same way you've been shouting about it. I write about it a lot on my pages, and I'm like, this thing does not pay. You lose. I don't know if you watched this video of a young boy eating shit and bread on internet on top Yahoo. That one got me a little bit mad. Some were sitting on the street and pooping. Do you get that? That is free? All for money rituals? And I'll ask one question. Do they make the money a software engineer? Like the young man in Just, my app developer who developed my app. He's in Just. He's a young boy, 24 years. If Google hires him now because he wants to work with Google, you know how much Google will start you with? Almost like $280,000 a year. Do they make up to $280,000 a year? I mean, what we make as data scientists or business analysts in the US for a year, do they make that amount of money? I know, I always want to understand it though, because at least if you're a software developer and you're doing Yahoo, you can translate that knowledge to become a software developer or a data scientist somewhere outside of these countries. I mean, outside the African countries. And they'll pay you.
That instant gratification.
Yeah.
I'm 46 years old. There are things I can buy now that I could not buy when I was 25.
That's true.
It took a journey. It took a while. Like earlier on, I was talking about Forex. I invested in that Forex trading robot. I invested $10,000 of my personal money. $10,000 is almost 6 million naira. 25. But when I was 25, I couldn't get $10,000 from anywhere.
I borrowed my friend $1,000 same thing.
You now feel, you are now 22. You now feel that you can't. You see, you need to understand that it took me 26 years on the radio, building my career, working with brands to be able to afford a few things. I can afford a Rolex. Does not mean that a young radio broadcaster can afford a Rolex.
That's right.
So you need to be able to find yourself out of that instant gratification. There were many things I looked at as a 25-year-old and, this thing is nice. And I had to move on because I couldn't afford it. And I wasn't willing to compromise. Listen, even with work, I like a job that gives me peace of mind.
Oh, likewise. So
my sleep. Do you know there are some that even in their sleep, they are still working? Their alarm rings like this, bam, and they set the snooze every 5 minutes because 5 minutes for brushing, 5 minutes for this, 5 minutes for jumping, and then you're in the car, then you work all the way to 11 p.m. And then I didn't want even that. Even that to me was stressful, let alone I'll be sleeping and dreaming of one child looking for his finger.
That is freeze, but come to think about it, and when I hear people say Nollywood, I try to wrap my head around it because you actually said something. Because Spider-Man jumps from one skyscraper to the other doesn't mean you should go try it, right?
Doesn't mean you should go and try it, and doesn't mean it's even real.
But think about this one. I'm seeing the social media every day, or media. Not you guys are doing your job. You are not coming there to stay naked to doing what you're doing. But you see,
hello,
our girls come on social media. They stay nude. They want to show you cleavage. They want to throw butts. They want to do this. They want to do that on social media. And what is that doing? It's stimulating the hormones in men, in young men. I want to touch this lady. Ah, man, I feel like touch this girl. Hey, I feel like do this one. Oh. Those stimulations that we put up on social media, the next thing you will hear, I don't know if you watch the young girl that was killed in Jos by her boyfriend.
Oh, yes,
I heard with the boyfriend looking, vibing and all that, you know. And the next thing, they said they didn't see the girl. And the boyfriend had used her for rituals, right? And they were showing how she was vibing and all that. I went down to check her profile. You need to see most of the things she was showing off and all that. What are you showing for? She are showing make boys come chase you. And the kind of boys who will come chase you, now the ones who will use you do money rituals.
Yes.
So individually, we are activating the hormones of the money rituals in young boys as opposite sex.
Because listen, there are some girls, even me, as a 46-year-old, I cannot afford to carry if I was still in the world. Let's imagine I wasn't preaching the gospel. Because there are some girls. One guy told me that he sent his girlfriend $5,000 to go to Dubai, and then the girlfriend came back and was still asking him money for her, and he just paid her rent of $6 million. I cannot afford that.
I can't do.
Do you understand?
Are we the wrong profession?
Of my children, I finish taking care of myself, doing my family responsibility. Then $10 million to arrange babe.
Like I see.
There are some babes that I can't imagine say, I did work now. Let me say this babe, I'm not in near her. I toast them. The girl will say yes, on to say I'm agreeing, not because you are fine or because you are intelligent, or because this is my requirement. If you can't pay, now what you call you know, there are some limited liability companies and there are some PLC companies. Like a limited liability belongs to you. Now you go carry the 10 million. But then when the company has gone public, you go bring 2 million. Another person go bring 5, another person go bring 4 million. So the 4 million I go get the major shareholding of the babe. So you feel they collect your dividends once every 2 months. Another person will bring 500,000, feel they collect you once every 3.5 months. But that guy will bring that million. At least the girl go they give her once every 2-3 weeks. You understand? So the girl will just spread herself out thin between 4 or 5 different rituals. That's right. So they work out for room. They don't get any ladder for their head. They don't get any good luck again. They don't use every. So a nonsense speaking she go give you.
It is. Those are the hormones, or those are the hormones activating images that are getting into this our 17-year-old, 18-year-old. Imagine that one that you spoke about on your channel in Ogun State. 17-year, what if I go 17? When I be 17, I never talked to a woman yet. And then you are even carrying so much that you are even killing. And I bet they had good intimacy before they now even killed her. So, yes, Nollywood, you guys are doing your job. I mean, people act movies to show what is going on in the society. However, you've always been talking about church. You know me and you, we are in that same. That's what brought me and you close. Church no like me. Our own church too. The religious organizations, they're not also helping things. I'll give you an example. In those days, I think in Holy Book, I think Matthew 8 verse 4 or so, I still know my small Bible. When church go give you something those days, I'm not talking about you, you're a media person. You use your platform to call people, to help people. That's different. But you see, some of us down there in our religious practices, they want to give small things. They won't want to give without camera being there as religious. And what will happen? Other people too wants to also show off so that people will recognize them. Your right hand must not know what your left hand is giving. By doing that, what is the society watching also want to do? They also want to feel relevant by wanting to give so that they can also be recognized. And now, you can't give what you don't have. So for you to have, they want to go and make more. So rituals becomes an option. The norm. And they believe that when they make ritual money and come and give.
What I'm saying, we're blaming Nollywood and it's not good for us to blame Nollywood. You see, to be entirely honest, there are many things that carry the blame. One, the government. The Nigerian government is not creating an opportunity for young people to be able to go to school, work, and live a decent living. There's too much tax on businesses. People are not growing. You have to either have a godfather or being to some level for you to be able to grow in this country. Two, our parents have lost their values.
Because they don't have a job that government was supposed to create for them.
Now, you see, our parents made a lot of mistakes. One guy was telling me the other day that I had this topic then. Your mother or your wife, who will you buy a car first? And the guy was,
my wife.
My mother. The guy was saying, of course, I'll buy my wife. What's my business?
I'll buy a car for my wife first.
I will tell my mother to go and meet her husband to buy a car for her.
She has lived her life before. When she chose her husband, was I there?
Abroad, they're not even born you well. Your wife no get car to carry your children. You still have third world mentality problems. Nobody abroad buys car for their mother, their wife. Their wife is entering bus with him. You will not try.
That was in 1672. That's what happened in 1672, not in 2022.
I know the guy said, if I know what my mother did for me, that his mother sacrificed. Okay. And now tell me your story. His father was a bus driver. His mother was, I think, has a little shop. Then there were 7 of them. Then the father now died. I say, you be bus driver. You too, the mama, they climb you every day. You born the first one. You born the second one. He said the second one was a set of twins. My MD that employed me for 26 years has 2 daughters. That's all his children. 2 daughters. Wow. You are driving bus.
You have 10.
On the first one, it's okay. You want to experience what it's like to have children. No problem. You born the second one. The second one was now a set of twins. You now still continue to have 4 more children.
But Daddy Freeze, you have answered the question before now. You said we are 300 years behind. Didn't you say?
Now, listen. One of the children is now saying his mother was his hero. I said, let me be honest with you. Your mother's not a hero.
Not yet.
Created a situation. She and her husband came together. They did not think. They created a terrible situation for themselves and now showed very good skill. It's like you jump into a den of armed robbers and they are shooting and now you are now dodging and now everybody say, this guy. What business do you have in that place in the first place? So he's looking at how his mother suffered and how to do all sorts of things to send him. Your mother did not need to do all those things if she had planned her family. Guess what? Mother is younger than me. His mother was 44. So it's not like it's my father's time.
No.
Do you understand?
That's right.
I would never have had 7 children. As in, I set out to have 7 children. No. So what am I trying to say is, sometimes some people's parents create problems. Then they can't solve the problem. So they can't hand that problem over to you. They need money. Listen, if you have 7 children,
90% of the problem in Akwa Ibom were created by our parents. In Akwa Ibom, where I hail from.
I have this same mentality. God bless you. So, first of all, we have government failure. Second, we have parental failure.
Okay.
Our parents' priorities that were wrong. They had misplaced priorities. Third, we have the religious problem. Now, between parents, government, and religion, sometimes religion comes first, parents second, government third. Sometimes parents come first, religion comes second, government comes third. Sometimes government comes, it's alternating between these 3, because religion, especially Christianity, I have to say, people like to accept it or not.
I agree with you.
Muslim values are not bordering on economy and finances.
Okay, Daddy Freeze, you see,
that okay, want to force our religion down on you, it doesn't go beyond that. I'm not saying they don't have their own religious issues, but when it comes to, let me tell you, I know people who have money to buy car, and cars that are more expensive than Jeeps, but they'll go and buy the Jeep because if you are driving a car, it looks like God is not blessing you.
That's right.
Your pastor will preach. You see it even also, you don't need, so you say a prayer, somebody is going to create that credit you have never seen, that alert you have never seen before in your life. Somebody is going to give it to you this week.
And yes, we are still living in poverty.
Buffoons.
I remember when you used to shout about poverty in Nigeria. How soon it will be all over some millions.
Do you know what? You have just whet the appetite for ritualists.
I know.
So,
Daddy Freeze,
let
me ask you one question.
Failed. Have you forgotten that song? Have you forgotten that song?
Which song is that?
If we don't get money, waiting we gain, waiting we gain.
I don't forget to. It's still there.
So you see, now we need to now lump entertainment together. Nollywood, Hollywood. You understand? I don't have a problem with Wizkid showing off the watch or showing off.
He can afford it. He can afford
because he can afford it. He didn't kill anybody.
He didn't kill anybody. We watch him grow. We watched him grow.
Like thank you. Before our eyes.
Before our eyes.
Square. Same thing with Two-Face Idibia. We saw them grow.
Yes. We saw them grow.
But you see, when you sing, my problem is not about them flaunting the wealth, even though some people have it. I don't have any issue. My issue is when you sing a song that puts wealth before character. Now that's the unconscious influence. The conscious influence is, hey, I'm showing you my watch, I'm showing you my car. The unconscious one is, you have nothing if you don't have money. Do you understand? Now,
that's right.
The whole world, you need to understand, there's some things I've never done before in my life. I'm confessing this live. I've never popped a bottle of champagne in a nightclub before.
No, I've not done it too.
In my whole life. I used to run a nightclub at a point in my life, but that champagne that we pop, I think I bought wine. If I go to the club, VIP, they say you must only buy bottle. And we look at that, their list, the cheapest wine there that they can share money to allow me to enter this VIP. Or I buy a bottle of Hennessy, some Red Bull, and Oak. It's just shot there on my table.
I think I did 2 years ago.
You understand? And that's in my whole life, I've probably done it 47 times, maybe 5 times. I'm 46 years old.
I'm
the club and pop a bottle every week. If you can afford it, you're working hard. If you are making 30,000 a month, how much is the champagne? Let's imagine spend $1,000.
No, the one which pops was $700 one. That is free.
That you pop, you spend. Okay, is it that you put every month, every week, and spend $1,000? Or you
it's 2 years ago. That was the last time we popped.
But I'm just breaking it down. If you're earning $30,000 a month, Imagine you go to the club twice a month and each time you spend 2K. You understand?
In fact, the last time I went to the club was 2 years ago.
2 years. Not gone because of COVID. Not like I said.
Well, because there's no club that I could feel in Connecticut, so we have to drive to Maryland. So the last time I went there was when my best friend came to visit me. We went there.
There was a day I went clubbing. There was a young boy that was past 24.
I know.
The boy table as people were. It was not drinking. It was mixed race like me, but it was a young kid. He was about 24, maybe even younger. And on his table were opened champagne bottles, about 20. And now his boys had come, they had drunk and they had gone, and he was alone on the table. And then they were singing the songs and he was getting vibed, and he picked up 2 bottles and started pouring the champagne on the table. He couldn't drink it. That champagne that he had ordered, there was still champagne. You know, if you drink it, to say they never open them if he carry them go house. But champagne when they don't open, you're going to look one kind, say they carry out. So he does, they pour on for his head. I just they look the boy. So you see, these people have created. I'm not blaming the clubbers. Clubbers also need to make money as an industry.
Yeah, making their money is business.
Sometimes people look at them and they don't know the hustle. Some people will follow Obi Kubana now and say, Obi Kubana bought this Benz, Obi Kubana spent this money. Look at, they don't know what he has gone. So what you just see is the end result.
The end result.
Overnight success. They say overnight success requires 10 years. That 10 years, they just see you walk into a Ferrari shop and walk out. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. He don't buy Ferrari. The work that he did, whatever it is he did to buy that Ferrari, the process started 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Obi Kubana's mother's funeral, the process started 25 years ago when he was growing with his boys, carrying everybody along, hustling, doing all sorts of jobs to grow to where he got to. But nobody saw that. They just said, oh boy, now, wow, person if he bury mama like this. Some people, they wish they made their mama die so that they can do that kind of thing. What I'm saying is, the religion needs to take us away from the money mentality.
That's right.
Parents need to stop putting demands. Some parents will tell you, I will cost you, but then when they finish costing me, I need $1,000. Where do you want me to get the $1,000?
My own cost me, let me say, if I put my hands in getting. I remember when I was working as a cabin crew with Arik Air. So the first plane that landed in Akwa Ibom, that time my mommy was in my house in Lagos. So I was on that flight. So she was waiting for me. So I came back from that flight with a lot of money, and I was leaving for the US for pilot training about 2 months after that. So the governor and the politicians that we carried actually gave me a lot of money. So I came back. So I was giving more money because I was going back for work the following day. My mommy sat me down and said, "Hey, Tebong." I said, "Yes, mom." "Where did you get all this money from?" I said, they gave me, you can see I'm coming back from work. Oh, mommy, let me explain. See who gave me. This one gave us this. Akpabio gave us this. And I explained myself very well. He said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Mommy, can't you see me? I'm on my uniform. See my," as in, you know how you want to give your mommy something and you are shaking. I had to explain in details before she took that money from me. And that was, my mama live long. Just so you know, that visit my mama came, I think I was 26 or 27. I still got a slap. Well, yes, so my mama and all those old school teachers, I don't take and play. If I stay near them, I will give them back space, because if I do anyhow, I will get anyhow. My mommy came to my house in Lagos, here in the US. Now distance I they give her more. Now all those kind of old school mama I get to, where you teach for primary school. When your mama and head mistress, you know what time it is. But let's get back to what you discussed about government. I stand to be corrected. I probably, because I'm thinking too much. But you see, there is a playbook in Nigerian system that is controlling the political serenity, that our government is the way they are. I'll give you a typical example. You know, I'm in the space of always helping young people to get up to speed. I run a virtual coaching platform. And do you know that there is something called Edu USA in our system? Young people who have first class, who have straight A's, are being taken out of our country every year. Why? And they will bring them give them full scholarship, and they add value to another country. In China, before they will leave their first 4 best, they will not leave China. Probably the 5th, as in you carry 5th and down, they can leave you to go outside. So there's a playbook in our system that would not allow us to strive, because that our population there now money for another country. And to make that work, I'm sorry to say it, they still use our leaders. I'll give you a typical example. Like my state, Akwa Ibom. How long has democracy existed in this current democracy that we are enjoying? That is freeze. My heart bleeds. Akwa Ibom is the highest collector of allocation in Nigeria. You don't have constant light. You don't have constant health care. You don't have best of infrastructures like good road network. You don't have good educational system. At least one of those things. For how many years? For all these years of democracy, not one of those things are there. So think about it. If at least 4 of those things are there, you think I will be sitting down here? Because currently I sit at home and I make money a lot from about 30 clients from 30 countries. So if these things are existing in our country or in our government, nobody will leave Nigeria and say he wants to go to the US. You won't want to go and visit.
Absolutely. Anyway, thank you, bro. You have spoken so much wisdom. You ended up being my guest for the entire show. Thank you so much. This is where we end. Like I always say, I believe in investment. I believe in bettering yourself. Investment. Leave money rituals alone. Leave drugs. Leave all these things alone. Let's go back to the values of the old. There's so many people who make money through Bitcoins, NFT, all those things. And earlier on, I was trying to market this Forex trading robot. It doesn't trade Bitcoin. It doesn't trade NFTs. So if you're interested in those, don't call me. It trades Forex. And minimum investment is $200. And you stand to make up to 20% of your investment every month. Think about it. I invest in it, and I personally believe it's working for me. It's my personal belief. I'm seeing the numbers. Every week I get my check.
I encourage you guys to do it. It's good. I invested in a friend too in Lagos who is doing it. He took $1,000 from me to invest in it, and that robot is generating money for them. I'm not kidding. I loaned him that money.
I don't even want you to mention so that they will not say that it's free, but because the Forex it's risky.
That is a lot of people know me to be very blunt. They know that I don't hide my mouth to say something. They know you can't bribe me to talk. They know. A lot of people that follows me on this side, they know my friend is blunt. I'll tell you straight up.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I have a childhood friend. They reached out to me. That's what they do. And I loaned them. I said, I do options on New York Stock Exchange. I do daily trading. Yes, I do daily trading. So Forex is good. It's risky, but people are risky. So if you have a good robot, I don't know the one you use, a good robot that helps you to do that work.
The one I use, I don't like talking about it so that people will not go and download it and then get into trouble and say that the free story.
And then say it's you. Yes.
So if you're interested, just send a WhatsApp message only. WhatsApp message only to this number 080-231-79239. I'm going to follow you, bro. Just send me a message immediately after this video. I love the way you handled this show. It was sweet. We'll be gisting more.
Me and you don't
like you. Let me give them the number.
No, I was still going to meet you. I just wanted my app to get running smoothly. You know, I have a virtual coaching platform. It's running. I have clients from about 30 countries. A lot of my Nigerian clients. Parents pay me to coach them.
Using brain,
parents pay me to coach them. So I will bring it to you. I will pay you. I love to pay for my service.
Thank you.
You know I will pay.
I
must pay. Forget to say I know you. Me and
I am a retiree. I'm retired from
I
work.
must pay. That is I was asking. Are you not with that your FM studio again?
No, I left them this week. I've officially left.
Oh my God. Trust me. We got you covered. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We are retiree.
Want to advertise on my platform, please don't come and beg. Those people used to come and beg. help. Now, no begging. Now, my work now.
No. That's right.
I don't retire from 26 years of Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Now, thank you so much.
Papers, guys. I'm giving out the number one more time. Get your pens and your papers. The number is +234 8031 79239. I'll say that again. 080. This time I put the +234 the other time. Now I'm just doing 080. 080 231 79239. Send Daddy Freeze and your name by WhatsApp only. Don't call that number. Don't text. WhatsApp only. You'll be put in a little group and somebody will manage you. The number is +234 80 231 79239. Okay? If you have a pen and a paper, I'll give you 10 seconds to get it so I can give you the number one more time. If you're interested in this Forex, but remember, like I said, Forex is risky. Don't hold me responsible if anything happens. Investment like you. If you are crying, I'll also be crying. If you are
sleeping
smiling,
in the house is risky, Daddy Freeze. Sleeping in the house, the people that are not playing
don't call
the never went to see.
They hear.
Sleeping in your house is risky. So if you are investing, it's risky.
No call the number. WhatsApp only. WhatsApp only. +234 80 231 79239. I'm giving the number one more time. 080 231 79239. Take care and God bless. Bro, thank you so much for being my guest. Amazing.
No problem.
Do take care of yourselves. I love you all.
Too.